Namaste, guys and girls. Welcome to our very first episode of Chilling with the Black Queen. Today, we are talking about a topic that affects more women, talking about independence. How does a woman's independence affect the relationship? Be it its marriage, be it they're staying together, or there's a long distance relationship. With me today, I have a lady of so many hats. She's a life coach. She owns her own business. She's a radio presenter. She's a, let me not say it. Welcome to our show, madam. Can you please tell our viewers who you are?
Okay, so my name is Lemise Meyer. Exactly what you said, certified life coach, social entrepreneur, own business, and radio presenter, yes, and also a voiceover artist.
Oh yes, yeah. How can I forget that? How can I forget that beautiful voice? So you see, guys and girls, she has so many hats, and I love her voice. I must say, I envy her voice. You should hear her voice on radio. But I'm sure if you chill with us till we finish the show, you will hear more of Lami's voice. So please don't go away as we go for our ad break. Welcome back, guys and girls. As we mentioned before break, that we are today with a very busy woman, an independent woman. So I would love to know from her experience, as busy as she is and as independent as she is, how does that affect her relationship? Remember, what we want to do on the show, we want to learn from each other. So I'm sure we will learn a thing. I personally will learn a thing or two. I don't know about you guys and girls, but we will hear after the show if you have learned anything. Lamis, welcome to the show. You're smiling as ever. She's always smiling.
I am.
Can you briefly tell me your day? Just briefly.
Okay, so being a social entrepreneur, you know what, starting from with what you got, I started a lift club. So I do a scholar lift club. I pick up kids from as young as 3 years old. Okay. So lift clubbing moved on to having clients that I do promotional marketing for. Wow. So marketing their businesses, young people, young entrepreneurs as well, people that want to work from home. So you're basically coaching them, I'm coaching them, on how to run a business, having the right mindsets. Coaching as well, mindsets is very important. So happy person, happy spirits, waking up in the morning.
Always happy.
Always happy. Always happy, because you know what? When you're happy, you attract so much to yourself.
Wow.
So from seeing to my clients in the daytime, I'm doing HR and operations as well. I'm assisting in every aspect of your business. And then obviously by the time school is out, I'm picking up the kids again. And then I'm doing reading programs with kids because I love upskilling after school. And about from 3:30 onwards until 5 o'clock, 5:30, that is me working with kids. So we've got reading programs and I've got life skills. So I love, because it's about character and who you are, these are the things that I instill in our young children. And of course, what your young kids learn, we also teach the adults.
And with the passion that you have for people that I know. But now tell me, from what I've heard now, I've gathered that you don't even have time to pray. Can I ask you a very personal question? Are you in a relationship right now?
I am single, formerly married.
Okay.
So that, you know what, not everything works out. But you accept your journey and you trust your journey. And that's always what I share with my clients or anybody that I come into contact with.
Right.
Trust your journey, because you never know what the future holds for you. So, yeah.
So can you say you were married before? Does this has to do with your independency and the busy schedule?
Well, where it stems from is that I needed more out of life.
Okay.
And I was studying at the time.
Okay.
And from there, I felt that we weren't compatible, and I was basically outgrowing my partner. So from there, I mean, it's not that I am promoting anything in terms of, you know what, if a relationship doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you, but you need to give it a try. So I gave that time and that space. Unfortunately, it wasn't so. So what happened, what happened when I left the marriage, I prospered even more. So
You prospered after.
I've got a journey to tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one thing I want to know from you is, being independent, does it give you enough time, and not only you, because I know for a fact there's thousands of independent women out there, does it give you time for to nurture your relationship?
Absolutely.
So do you have that time? Do you make time?
You make the time. It's all about time management.
You make time.
You know, you've got to make the time for it. And it's exactly what I tell people. You know, they ask me, what is a person like you doing single? And I'm like, you know,
I'm sure you get that a lot, eh?
I get it a lot. I say, how does someone handle your personality? And you know what? You make time for the people that mean the most to you, and you see the value in them. You're going to make time for them.
She said it, guys. She's single. She just said she's single. She said she's single. Wow. A single, independent, very busy Lamis Meyer.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, what other thing I want to know is, do you think women who are less independent or who are more depending on men financially, do you think they are more submissive as the society would expect women to be?
I love that you say society,
Yes.
Black Queen. You know what? Majority of women would feel that way. They would be more submissive because what do I have to? I can't do what as I want to do or do as I say or whichever it may be. You know. But at the end of the day, there's somebody that's providing for me, and I need to be submissive. And one thing my auntie told me, she said, Lamise, if a man can give you everything that you need, then you can. When he says jump, how high?
You will jump.
You will jump because he's doing everything for you. However, on the other side, that if you are independent, you do have some leverage because it's like, you know what, if you're going to do something, you're going to hurt me. I am going to leave, but I cannot leave if I don't have a leg to stand on.
Okay.
So in comparison, it all depends on the person and the couple.
And the couple, how they do their things. But now, is there a way of balancing the two, independency and your relationship? You just mentioned a very important fact that if you are depending on this man, you might end up being forced to be submissive.
Yes.
Now you are just independent financially, emotionally, and otherwise. You can do everything on your own, basically. But now, would you be able to balance the two if you are an independent woman? Because some of our viewers are independent women,
Yes.
and they're in a relationship. Some relationships work, some don't work. Some they left their relationships because they couldn't work because of their independency. So now tell me, is there a point? How do you balance the two?
Absolutely. You can balance the two. It's about compromise. Okay. So I've had a conversation with a friend as well, and he said, you know, Lamise, some guys, they love that they want to take care of you, they want to do things for you. And I'm like, by all means, you can do all of that. Yes, because women also appreciate that. I mean, even though I can learn to do things, I've got a skill, I've got strengths, I've also got weaknesses. Yes. So couples are about, this is where you are, I don't want to say weaknesses, but less of what, I can't do this, I can't manage this. I will really appreciate if you could do that for me. Okay. And some women obviously experience it where, you know what, you give the men the opportunity to do something, but then they still don't do it. So what are you left with but to upskill yourself?
If only I could have done that myself.
Yeah, so I'm all for allowing the man to be the man, and with that comes respect. Okay. And but independency shouldn't be something that you're going to hold over a guy's head as well. So compromise.
You shouldn't hold over a guy's head, because I'm sure that at some point happens a lot in some couples. In it's a challenge. Would you say there were any on your journey, on a journey of independency and on a journey of relationship, be it you are married or you're not married? I'm not sure if you're seeing anyone now. You just said you're single, but being single means a lot of things to a lot of people, but story for another day. Yeah. But on your journey of relationships now, being a couple, be it you are a couple who has tied the knot or you haven't, what were the challenges that you came across that were caused by your independence?
When I was in my marriage, I wouldn't say that I had that independence because I was working.
Okay.
I didn't have my own company. I didn't have my own hours. I couldn't do as I pleased. So there was that, you don't want to, I don't want to talk about it, but I'm also open about it. So I was the 80% breadwinner, you could say.
Okay.
So there was no, it's not really independence because you're basically having to work for somebody else as well. So you can't do what you want to do. As I said earlier, in the comparison of a man has this hanging over you.
Yes.
So now you're going to do what you want to do. Even if you are working and you are the main person that is bringing in that income, you don't have that independence. So it's really about compromise. And if your partner can come to the table and be that equal partner that he can be, then, the sky is not the limit.
Compromise. I wonder from which side is this compromise? We'd love to hear more about the compromise after the ad break. Guys and girls, we will quickly go for an ad break, and when we come back, we'll still be chilling with Lamise. She just mentioned compromise. So, after the ad break. Welcome back, guys and girls. We're still chilling with our lady. She's smiling. She always smiles. La Miss Meyer. Before we went on an ad break, she talked about compromise. Who should compromise what here?
Black Queen, I believe in equality.
Okay.
And when it comes to compromise, it's a give and take.
Okay.
So depending on the situation at hand, depending whatever the conversation is about, it's really about, you want to keep your relationship in good standing, right? So compromise basically comes from both sides, and it all entails a conversation.
Have you in your personal life ever had to compromise anything?
All the time. And that is why I'm at a point of being single. You get an idea of whether a guy is honest or not.
Okay.
Whether a guy values you or not.
Yeah.
So being in HR, it kind of filters into my lifestyle.
Okay.
So the gentleman does have a probation period.
Probation period.
Right. And the reason why I call that is because, you know what? No guy is going to keep up an act for longer than a month.
True. That's true.
So for somebody that values who they are, whether it is a male or a female, if you value who you are, you're going to give that relationship some time to get to know the person.
So you kind of encourage that if you know you are a woman who knows your worth, you should give that probation period.
Absolutely.
So that you know if this guy would meet up with your busy schedule and everything else. One would say most guys but approaches women who are independent for their own stability.
100%.
Would you agree?
But it's not only that. There's two experiences that I had, and I enjoy talking to my friends, my guy friends particularly, right?
Okay.
Because you do get their methodology and how they think. So guys do love the women that have their own businesses, independence, because they are go-getters. They are hustlers, to say.
Don't they feel intimidated?
They don't feel intimidated because they appreciate that about somebody. That means that they are not going to be so needy.
Okay.
Right? Because if I'm the man and I'm busy working and I've got whatever job I'm doing, but now I'm trying to maintain my household, I need to do whatever I need to do. Now you're going to get the partner that's like, when am I going to see you? Where are you? I miss you, and all those things, So when it comes to compromise, back to that word, the woman, the female or the male needs to understand, this is my schedule. This is what I do for us as a couple.
How many chances of independent women being taken advantage by men? How many chances?
You know what? I would think that if I would put on a scale of, it's going to be 8 out of 10, that women are taken advantage of, because you know what? Women are emotional beings.
Yes, true.
So, and they want to feel love.
Yes.
So the minute a man is going to give them that attention, they are hooked.
Okay.
They are fallen.
They give off.
They give off.
They just and later realize I
Yes.
have been used here.
Yeah.
Is it correctly we use the term we used?
Yeah, maybe we will find another word later.
Because I don't want the guys to kill
but taken
me now.
advantage
I don't
of,
want
you
guys
know.
to kill me now.
It's
taking advantage
taken
of.
advantage of.
It happens. It's there. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, if a guy would approach you now, for instance, now as we're speaking today, I'm sure your inbox will be full. I know for a fact there will be a lot of hi, hey, beautiful,
I get that.
hi. Now,
Yeah.
if a man would approach you now, would you first think, what is he here for? Is he here because of my independency? Is he here because he wants to gain something from me? Do you trust men when they come and approach you that they come in because they really feel something for you? Or it's there in your mind that maybe because he knows I'm doing this, and maybe because he knows I won't be asking anything from him, I'm financially independent, emotionally independent, maybe that's why he wants to be in my life. Do you normally, does that come to your mind?
The whole thought process goes through, Because, first of all, if someone's going to just tell me hi in my inbox, I'm going to ignore you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because what do you want to tell me? Hi. I mean, what is your purpose for this conversation? And sometimes you'll say, can I be your friend? I'm like, sure, we can be friends, no problem. There are different levels of friendship.
Wow.
Right. So
Okay.
you'll start off with being an acquaintance of mine. We'll get to know each other. And like I speak about the probation, we're getting to know each other.
Yeah.
If there are certain characters or values that you have, it will come out. I never tell anybody, this is what I want in a partner.
Okay.
Because then you're going to do exactly what I want from you.
Yes, you live by the book.
Correct.
And at some point you will realize, I don't want to do this anymore. So you let men be themselves.
Correct.
But you would love them to fit into your busy schedule.
Yes. They have to. This is what I wanted to tell you, actually. A gentleman told me, Lamise, I was thinking about you the night before, and I was like, the guy that wants to be your partner would need to understand your schedule. So at times I am busy scripting or doing a recording, and it's 11 o'clock or it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So then I'm thinking, so now I'm going to have a husband. Is he going to understand my schedule? And also when it comes to the highs and everybody saying hello, basically, you can tell by somebody, well, I can tell by somebody, within a few weeks, within a month. I've had relationships that lasted only 3 months, and I said, you know what, thank you very much, but you know what, it's not going to work. Yeah.
It's not working.
And that's basically just belief, because I've asked.
But that relationship not working is influenced by your independency, am I right?
Yes, it is.
It's at some point.
Because of knowing my value and knowing my worth.
Yes.
This is the person that I would want to have in my life.
Okay.
So it's really, there is compromise, because we know we cannot get everything. I had somebody tell me, you want this and you want that. When you're going to have that, you're going to want more.
Yes.
But it's not the point.
It's not
if you've
the
got
point.
basic foundational values that you know is qualities within somebody, then you're going to grab it.
Okay. Wow, Lamise, that was quite a mouthful. You know, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to digest now, and I'm sure all of you as well, they are there at the same space as well. I must say, as I'm sitting here now, I've learned something, and I'm sure there's one or two other women out there who are independent, who are in this dilemma of thinking, should I say yes to this guy? Would he take advantage of me? Or will I have time for him? And will I have time to nurture this relationship? What advice would you give to those women out there who are also independent but still feel I need to have a partner? Be it we are going to be married, or we will stay together, or we'll stay apart, whatever the case is. What advice would you give to other independent women out there?
You need to know yourself, Black Queen. You need to know who you are, know your values, and know your strengths and know your weaknesses. Know the kind of person that you want to be with.
Yeah.
Because that's important. I always say if you have a pulse, you have a purpose. And then also don't let the world define the role that you play within society, because they are saying a woman needs to be this way, or the woman needs to be like this, she needs to be submissive, she cannot be independent. You can be everything, because everything is achievable. So you be you, and you know what you want and who you want and the character and the personality that you want, because you're going to get it. That person is out there, 100% is out there. So be patient. Because you will definitely.
We're running out of time.
Oh yeah,
we're running out of time. You can't be patient. We're getting old.
No. I believe that. You know what? Since I've asked for, if I meet somebody, this is the type of person that I want to be with. And then when I've given this person an opportunity, and then afterwards, my longest was a year and a half, just over a year and a half. Okay. And then I said, you know what, it's not working. And I've already extended that probation. Okay. So then it came to a point where there was 6 months. And within 6 months, your schedule was too busy. It was busier than mine. And if you can't even give me a date, then it's not going to work either. Okay. Because I can make the time if I want to make the time. All right. Then there's one that was 3 months. And that was it. So you see the periods gets shorter, because you know what you want.
That probation.
Yeah, very important.
Well, Liz, thank you so much for coming to our show. And as I said to you, I've learned a lot, and I'm sure there's some of our viewers who would love to learn from you and even more. As token of our appreciation, from me, Black Queen, and the rest of Chilling with Black Queen team, would love to give you this.
Thank you.
When you're at home, enjoying coffee after your very busy schedule, and think of us. Well, guys and girls, we heard it from La Miss Maya. Wow, that was quite a mouthful. But she mentioned compromise. She mentioned making time out of your busy schedule. Yes, my independent woman, you are busy, we know it, but make time for your relationship. And also give that relationship time, that probation period, so you can see if this is really what you want to be, the relationship you want to be in or not. Having said all that, I know right now where you are. You have a lot to say. You have thoughts you want to share. We'd love to learn from you. So please drop your comments on our page, Chilling with Black Queen, and please follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, and subscribe with us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter as well. Until next Friday, from me, Black Queen, and the rest of the Chilling with Black Queen team, stay blessed.